here we're gonna do. We got quite a bit of tools we'll be using today, possibly. We're gonna do some deshedding. Maybe I don't think the hair's too long for a Furminator. We got a comb. Zoom grooms, there we go. We need our zoom grooms. We're gonna do a little trimming, deshedding. There might be some hair mats, we'll see what's up. We'll know here in a minute. Okay, I might come in with my tin blade here, got that ready. Hey everybody, welcome to my favorite groomer. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna get situated for you guys. Make sure we're good to go. Sound check. Hey JT, how's it going? Can I get a sound check, JT? Okay, let me do this. Okay, here we go. Hit that like button for me, everybody. Welcome. Hey, Cindy, Judy, Gabby, and Gris. What's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Be sure to hit that like button as we get into grooming. We are going to be grooming Oreo. She was 15 pounds back in April 2022. I was able to actually blow dry her after the second session, so she should let us to blow dry, but we'll be not doing her bath on this channel. And likely I'll just do the deshed and everything and let y'all go. We are doing today, I haven't seen her in 3 months, so this is going to be a 3-month buildup of hair and shape up. This is Miss Oreo. She was 6 months on April 2022, so it's 23. Oh my, she's about 1 year, almost 1 year old, right? February, March, April, almost 1 year old. Okay. Let me just double check any. If you go to pick her up, sometimes she pees, so that's good to remember to do that. Sometimes I'll bring the table down and let them jump up, but she's a Corgi Aussie mix, so I may do a helping hand, but not really attack like a pickup, like a true go down and pick up. You want to be aware, so you don't have to stop and clean everything up. Hey, girl, Elisa, we were supposed to be on monthly grooms, girl. Monthly grooms here says wants monthly grooms, and I have not seen her in 3 months. We did do an ear was getting worse back in July 2022, so recapping on some notes here. In August we decided to go ahead and do a full body trim up. That was kind of like really heavy cleanup all over. We did 2 guard on the hiney, 2 guard on the sides of the body. For some reason I wrote down sat on the floor and brushed on the floor. Pick up gaining weight. Okay. I gave her options. Okay, to trim less or trim more. Depends on how much we're doing, because she's got that Aussie in her, right? And she had matted head in October. Let's see. Cleaned hiney, left ear slight brown, and I did a free flushing there, and no cone head for nails, but will pee for pickup. Again, I keep writing down peas for pickup. So. Food for thought. Let me grab a towel on pickup here. Thank you so much, MP. I appreciate you. Love you. And by the way, I updated my gaming last night. I don't know if you saw it. Okay. Hey, Denise, how y'all doing? Okay, let me go grab her, get my face mask, turn some extra lights on, and then we'll get started. Rock and roll. Mama, do you want me to turn the light on out there, or is that sunlight good? I like that little sunlight, but, you know, I moved the break room into there so you can have drinks and stuff like that, and when you come out next time you see, you can, warm up your lunch or whatever like that and sit at the table, you know? Did you notice that? Yeah. And I'll be real with you, I was about to put a treadmill, my volunteer said, Dee, you better not do that, I have a treadmill. I think when I go places, I want to work out, but... Why does it have to be such? Why does it have to be such that? Why are Americans always suing everybody? Okay, so front door's locked, but you're locked though, in and out. Okay. And come on, Oreo, come on. You're gonna hide. Come on. You can walk around. I got, you know what I mean? Okay. It's pretty cool what I did, huh? towel to pick you up just in case. Come here. Come here. Come on, Oreo, this way. Put these here. Okay. Let me put that there. There we go. Come here. Yeah. Yeah, that's better, so I don't have to clean up. Did you potty? No pottying. Yeah. That's great. Hi, girl. You nervous? It's been 3 months. You went through that ice storm. What is that? December, January, February. So I haven't seen you since like Thanksgiving. I mean, you went through all the holidays. I didn't see you. So what's been going on, huh? Tell me what's been going on. And if you want a pancake, we will let her do the pancake for a little while here. Can I do that? Some of you want to be all the way flat, okay. No jump, okay? Don't jump. No jumping now. That's the last thing we want, right? Thank you, 2 dogs. Thank you so much, everybody. That's not really that great of a picture, but I think we understand what we're trying to do here. Hey everybody, welcome to My Favorite Groomer. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, share, and go check out those videos on those puppies. I'll tell you what, they're so, so, so adorable. All right, let's get into the brushing. So we got our brush, we've got our leave-in conditioner. I need to put a new label. I don't know why I always hesitate to look at this. My label's fading. Label your stuff. So, I gotta fill it up today too. Let's get our comb and our rake. All of this you can find at myfavoritegroomer.com. There's a lot more that goes into it, but at least these are the real basic tools. Okay, let's put the sharp stuff there. Now, and the zoom grooms. I've got 2 here that I'm gonna use. Zoom grooms are essential. And let's go check in for some mats here. And let's see if you guys, let me bring you guys a little like this. What do you want, this? You want this view? Like that? Okay. Oh, goodness. All right, let's start back here. Hi, girl. You okay? You okay? Hi, hi. I'll take a time. I haven't seen you in 3 months, you know. Hi, you're new to news. Hi, girl. So oh my. There was a dog I groomed for quite a long time. She was an mini Australian Shepherd, but she looked like a mix. And she was about like this. I gotta go back. Her mom was on film. We were in the other shop with the pink pegboard up, and Mom talked to us about her survival of cancer, how she went through it and all that. If you guys remember her pet passed away about 7 or 8 months ago, but boy, oh boy, Oreo's really sizing up to remind me of her. I have a video to do. I saw it last night and I'm like, wow, that's gonna be, I don't have QAs with the client, but I was like, man, maybe I should go back and ask her if she'll do some QAs, because it's Bear and Rocco's mom, right, pet parent, niece, I think. You know what I'm saying? Like family. So I can call her up and be like, hey, would you do this for me? Maybe she will, but ooh, that's gonna be a tear jerker. All right, let's get started here, just in case we are here for a while. Excuse me. I got hair coming already. So I'm gonna let her sit and I'm gonna do everything above the sitting line. And then at some point I'm probably gonna pull out the Plus or Mini and see. I'm using leave-in conditioner as I go through the hair first. Since we have a mix here, you know, everyone doesn't agree with me, and that's okay. You're able to have your own opinions on what you want to do. But Pet Parent just said out there, she said, Dee, I don't really know what kind of haircut to ever do on her. She's got that Corgi Australian Shepherd mix. You know what I'm saying? So here are some things I've done in the past. I think that taking half off makes the hair kind of interesting looking, but you're welcome to take half off, and we can do like what we did yesterday with Max, the Catan. We can try to do half off. But the reason why I feel like a 7-blade summer cut is one to try out just for the record, to see if you like it. So we can do that come the summertime and just see if she likes it. Some people are gonna say, you should never do that or whatever, but here in Texas, I can tell you, where I learned to shave so many dogs was at PetSmart. Because everybody coming in was getting, I call a shave, but a short summer cut, because here it is very hot. The only time that sometimes this works for protection is those dogs that live on some land and you've got the dog herding out there and they're around flies that are biting the cows and the bulls and stuff like that. Here in Texas, how many times I would say that? Because I want you to hear me that we are in Texas where it's very hot in the summertime. You might find, like there was a Great Pyrenees that that Great Pyrenees is so matted to the gill. I mean, it was just, I said, this dog is super uncomfortable. But they opted not to shave because I told them, you're out here in the country, you got goats, you got all these things. As soon as we shave and your dog doesn't go inside, all the flies now are not just on the hair thickness and the mats, unfortunately, but they are like literally on the skin and biting and chewing the skin, which then would probably cause hot spots, irritation, maybe infection. So you have to pick both evil and go with one of them. So they did not shave or haven't shaved that I know of. But if you're gonna, you want to do it in the winter time. You want to shave right before winter or in winter, and then there's hardly any flies. I mean, they're still in that environment with feces and all that, cow poo and all that. You're gonna have a lot of flies anyway. But in the winter it's gonna be less, and it's not as hot, and then they're growing out through the summer, and then again right into winter or right after that first freeze we have here in Texas, do a shave down. And they're in the barn, they're staying warm in the hay, that kind of thing. That would be my option. But summertime shave down with all the flies on that, even a matted Great Pyrenees, I'm not gonna recommend it. Unless that dog is gonna move inside or be more protected until that hair starts to get at least an inch thick. Unfortunately, we don't think ahead, with these farm dogs, and it's not necessary, it is what it is. You don't think ahead enough to go like every 2 months, I'm gonna keep your hair at right here. By the time I see a Great Pyrenees, which is how many Great Pyrenees we usually see, hardly none, the hair is like, it's thick but matted, right? Okay. So some of the cuts you can do here is you can do like say a 2-guard all over. We did a 2-guard down. We didn't touch the back. We can do a 2-guard all over. We can do a 2-guard down and tidy it up. We can do a shape up. We can do a 7-blade all over summer cut. She's got the whole Australian Shepherd thing going on here, except for the size of a Corgi. And in my opinion, all the dogs we've ever shaved, except for Pomeranians who come in and some of them already have a lion cut. Come on, you all know that the lion cut is a picture people take with their dogs. So they're already doing it. Don't get mad at me because I'm telling you about the lion cut on a Pomeranian and how the hair might not grow back. But a Chow Chow, a Pomeranian, and sometimes long-term shave downs on an Australian Shepherd, the hair may not grow back the same. Long-term shave downs. I remember grooming a female Australian Shepherd, and that's what we wanted to do, a short shave down. So we were doing it. And about, I didn't groom her very long before they moved, so she had already been shaved down quite a bit, and by the time I had groomed her, I think I shaved her down 5 times before she had moved out of the area. And I knew her hair, I told Mom, her hair is going to grow this way because we shave, her hair starts memorizing the haircut. It was really interesting. And it was a lot of easy work because the hair was just just staying right there. It would stop growing, let's say. And sometimes you can't make that call until, well, I can tell you right now, I'm making that call. Australian Shepherds kind of hair like that might or might not, but sometimes I've groomed an Australian Shepherd shave down and never had a problem. It just depends on genetics and that dog, So, with that in mind, there's just some options that you can do. I want to say when you see an Australian Shepherd in the movies, edited videos, you're going to see that those dogs are running around, herding sheep, and they're not shaved down. But since we've domesticated dogs and animals, there's a lot of different haircuts that you and I or whatever have seen and done, that it is just what it is. You own the dog, the property. The dog is property in Texas, and probably in your state, dogs are considered property. And yep, I'm not making it up. Don't get mad at me for delivering facts to you. So in this case, if your dog is your property, guess who gets to make the decisions on the haircut? The owner of the dog, not you, not me, the owner of the dog. The only time I will weigh in is if I feel like it's really bad and I really need to take it down, because sometimes owners just want to keep it on there, and you're going to see a video of that come this weekend, because I'm going to do a video about that. And that's going to be a real tough video to watch, but it's reality. Sometimes the owner just wants to leave it on there because that's what they know the dog to look like, matted and a hot mess. Okay, so now we go into the back here. We do have some matting. Let me see if I can readjust your guys' film here. I think that's pretty good, right? Is that good enough for you guys? That's good? Okay, we're going to come into the bum area. We've got our plus here. It's handy on every dog, honestly. Every medium to small dog. This can be used in an abundance of ways. The many if you want to, but I have this here just in case because she's very long. So we can do just an extra support there because she's like a hot dog. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. This is fine. This is fine. Okay, so just example, okay. So here we go. We're going to come down and brush this. And I can feel poop and matting. If I can't really brush through those mats like I really want to go fast, then I'll come through and cut sideways with my 10 blade on my Andis 5-speed. Again, all the tools I use, if you support me, I can continue teaching you. You can go to myfavoritegroomer.com. I'm not pushing very hard, and I want to listen to the brush do its work. It will tell me if it's matted. It will tell me if there's drag. And what do I say it sounds like? I'll be like, oh, what does it sound like? It's a distinct sound. What do I say? I'm gonna tell you guys in a minute, but I'm gonna see if you guys can guess it. What do I say that when you're brushing and there's a mat in there, a tangle? It sounds like what? Does anybody know right off? Brush that up because I'm gonna come scissor that down. I'm gonna brush those hairs right there up. You see that mat right there? It actually is going line brushing, line, 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 line. It's actually taking those mats right out, so it'd be kind of cool if I could just run a guard through here. But if I have to demat, I will. So this is what 3 months grow out looks like. When we didn't shave, we just did real tight cut last time. I like that she can move away. She's not strung up anyway and in a harness that she can't move out of, but I also want her to stay stood up for me so I can move faster and we can move on and she can sit down the rest of the time. So I'll put that dog up plus right back under her. Line, 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 line. This kind of funky monkey back here. I can't wait to get that dry poop out of the way. Brush that back up. I like to always clean my brush with my comb. Comb doesn't lie, but then I don't poke my fingers. What do I mean? Because it goes right under your fingernail sometimes. Oh, wait. Hey, hold on. Hold on. She wants to sit down and watch. I'm going to move that back. Thanks for being here. I appreciate everyone watching. Please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and share. We'll do a before and after on her hiney here. So get our 10 and his 5-speed and our 10 blade. I'm going to lift the tail, try to figure out where the tail hair is different. So let me turn this off a second. What's up and above, like, look at all that grew out. I'm going to round the tail with my 10 blade. Moving that little tail is actually like this, it's just like that big. So I started growing it and trimming it like a tail here, so she had a distinct tail when you look at her. And her hair is the kind of wiry hair that will be a needle. So wearing gloves is super essential so you don't get a splinter. We're coming here as an inverted V, this way and this way, upside down V. And I'll come in and scoop out here where she goes potty, and I'll look at it closer. So we definitely had a lot of dry poop right there. Funky monkey. I'm really personal with my dogs on a daily basis. I check under their butt every day. Boy Doodle likes to pee on himself. He's really tall, so sometimes he'll hike the wrong way, like real sloppy hike, and he'll pee on his front leg. And then I notice, I don't know how he does it, he gets it on his chest. He's so tall, and all things are happening down there. It's just like, what the heck is going on? So I check him every day, and I spot wash with a towel and some light soap, or just towel and water. Just get that urine off. His coat is so thick, it actually almost repels it, so it's great. But if it's really bad, he gets a wash. But I don't want to wash my dog every day. It's too much. Too much on their skin and coat. So we'll do invert. I'm going to actually check up under here. We want to clear this tunnel out so it's clean. Just like you at home. We want all that clean out so you can, nothing gets infected. Okay, let's come in this way. And a little bit down, forward on the tummy. She wants to pull, I can't. I don't want to stop. I want to just be done and not come back here. So, keep the pull. Okay, that's tunneled out. I might not see her for 3 months, so it's got a nice big tunnel there, and I'm going to do 2 guard here, or you can hand scissor. Bring in our 2 guard now. And I'm just going to I'm not going to push it, I'm just going to lightly come through. And their hair's dirty too, so we got to come back anyway. I'm going to brush it up and see if there's stuff like that's going to stick out later anyway. If you go all the way in, it's going to take it all off. So just skim, skim, skim. Some of this hair is going different angles. You can't help it. That's fine. I'm going to go reverse a little bit there because it's just going down. It'll go straight into your clipper and get trimmed. That's kind of cool. Okay, we're going to come here. Give a skim. Got some more poo here. That'll come out in the wash. Skim, skim here. Just the thickness of the tail, bring that down a notch. You don't have to clear it that much. I think that's a lot of clearance here, but I like it, and then it'll grow in, and all that poo is obviously in the way. If I can see her in a month, yes, then we can start having a bit more bushy and then it's maintained, but in case I don't see her, which is okay, Mom, it's okay, I'm just saying. So people understand it could go both ways, but that's why you're going to do heavier grooming when you come in, and it's been a while. Just preparing in case I don't see her again for a while, okay? Because I believe she kind of, did you guys move far? Or you were always out there that far? Because I didn't know you were driving that far. All right, I'm going to actually take the tail a little bit like this now. You are creating the tail, okay? So have fun with it and be an artist. 2 guard on my 10 blade, okay? And then after the shower, after we get it all clean, we'll come back and double check it. See if what we need to tidy up. I didn't clean it out this heavy last time. I definitely cleaned it out a lot. I'm going to skim my 10 blade down, or you can scissor. It's up to you. But I'm really good at my clipper. I'm going to just take it raw in here. Just skimming down that hair that's sticking up. If you like that hair, leave it. It's up to you. I like it all clean. Again, I won't see her maybe for 3 months. Let's get it all taken off, and then we'll see the growth come back. Low maintenance, cleaner cut, you know. Less maintenance at home. If you want a cut that looks the same every time, you need to go every 2 weeks. If you want it to be like, boom, tidy up and go, you need to go in every 2 weeks. If you can't afford that, then do the haircut that's necessary and then come in every 1, 2, 3 months like that. And then when you grow out, just like what we started with, it'll be what you want it to look like for a good 30 days before you get it all done again, you know? But then it's low maintenance too. You're not having to brush as much and that sort of thing. All right, now let's take a look here from the side view. Let me move you this way. You're doing great standing up. Okay, so I see all this stuff hanging out. I am going to use my tin blade and skim all that, or you can hand scissor. It's up to you. I already have carpal tunnel. I've had carpal tunnel all my career, so it's just getting worse. And so what I like to do is use my clippers more than I use scissors. I'm pushing, like I'm not going down with my tin blade, I'm pushing the hair into my blade. Anything that's hanging out. And last time we did 2 guard down, but this is not crazy, you know. So I'm going to clean it up with the tin blade and then reevaluate. So usually like Shih Tzus, I'll get in front and lift them up and do the tummy. With the Corgis, I don't recommend doing that. They have a very long spinal cord and I feel like it does damage doing that. Which also means you should reevaluate and build some kind of step system where they do not have to jump up onto the couch or up onto your bed. They go build something, it's worth it. Build a ramp that's like this, whoop, not like this, because then you will have back problems later. Me and this pet parent have already talked about that. As soon as she came in as a puppy, I let her know all the things I would do if I had a Corgi. Because most Corgis that come in very aggressive with back pain and back problems. And so if I know that, I need to tell you, okay? We need to tell you a little something, something. So you can prepare. Build that ramp, it's worth it. Especially if it's for 15 years. If she lasts her age 15 years, you helped her that whole time. And you look up. Oh, look up. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, you're dirty, dirty. You got dirty, dirty down there. All right, let's take a look. Well, yeah, we had ice storm, mud, rain for a week. I mean, what? It was dirty down here. And don't tell me, I think we're supposed to have rain for a week again. And I was like, oh gosh, that's all we need. Okay, let's get to looking at what we're working with here. I like to always come back and reevaluate. And I feel like that helps us determine what we want to take off more, don't you think? So I'm going to come this way. Okay, let's get a guard on. Let's not do it all the way down to the tummy just yet. Let's get our 2 guard back on. See here? Look at all that. Might as well take it short if it's getting all dirty. Again, I wouldn't want to lift her up like you would a Shih Tzu, you know, like let them stand on their haunches. I just wouldn't do that for her. 2 guard down the tummy is a lot of hair. Her tummy is long from chest to tummy. It's a little different, okay? And she's a female, so I'm going at it, but if she's a male, you need to look what you're doing. Now we want to take, check our heat, go ahead and change out, that's fine. We're going to take our 10 blade, go a little reverse on the actual skin underneath, okay? Here we go. Not too heavy-handed, but just enough. And that way, when she lays down on tile, because it's hot here in Texas, it's really cool for her. Okay, now, all right, let's come up and check the chest one more time here. Look up, 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 up. Look at your ear. Look at your ear. Can I come up, 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 up? Look up, look up, look up, look up, please. Look up. I got a good friend that breeds corgis. She's got puppies right now, so if you end up feeling like you're looking at her going, I want a corgi, just shout me an email, and I'll connect you guys. We're doing some shaping, but we'll come back later after and really tidy it up and give it that structure I prefer, not the whole little lines and stuff. I don't like that. So we're just taking some up and then taking some off now and shaping, and that's it. We're going to come back in detail after the blow dry. All right, let's come around the head here and really start to brush the main area and check behind the ears for mats. Yeah, we got something here. Yeah, she comes in, she behaves like this, and she had a 15-minute walk when they arrived, so that really helped her, just her anxieties. Always walk your animals before, when you get to the groomer, don't walk right in, okay, or the veterinarian, don't walk right in. Plan ahead and give them a 15-minute walk before they go in. Sometimes while they're there, they don't get to pee for 5 or 6 hours. They're not peeing, people. They're peeing in their kennel or on the floors, or pooping as soon as they walk in the door. Whenever you go somewhere with your dog, please give them time to pee and poop before you enter the business. Then, on top of that, when she has this much anxiety anyway, come more often. It's okay if you don't, but come more often. That helps. And when you come anywhere, walk the dog. Don't let them tell you to do it. I'm telling y'all a secret. Just walk. When I go take my dog to the veterinarian for a dental cleaning, they're going to be in there for 6, 7 hours. If they have a bad day, they're going to be in there for 9 hours. I walked in there with Faith and I said, did she pee yet today? And they were done with her in 5 hours. They were like, no. And I was like, as soon as I got her, I'm like, I need to get her out of that, give her to me, you know what I mean? Because when you go through stressful situations, you ever feel like you need to pee? Yeah, I do. Getting on that airplane, it's like, ooh, I better, I don't even need to pee and I'm going to the bathroom. So dogs have that, I think, they have that same feeling of anxiety, and they might need to pee. They walk in and they poop right there. They're nervous, you know. Give your dogs time to pee and poop. Now, here's a trick. Here's a trick. Before grooming, some of y'all emailing me, my dog's too nervous, I can't touch him, my dog does this, my dog bites me, that dog needs exercise first. Go get that dog some exercise, and it wouldn't hurt you to get some too. Me too, okay? So if I'm telling you, Dee Dee said, you need exercise before we groom you, I guess I better get up and get exercise too. Exercise your dog immediately before you're bathing, before you're grooming, before you're hair cutting, before you're messing with their teeth, especially if it's something they don't like you to do. Go exercise first. Leash and collar, not harness. Harness is for comfort. Senior citizen comfort is great. A young dog should be on a leash and collar. You can do, what is it kind of, it's kind of like a leisure. When you walk for leisure, you can walk on a harness. When you walk for training and for direction, you need a leash and collar. You do not see people showing dogs in a ring that we watch on Thanksgiving, you do not see them over there with the harness on, okay? That should tell you something. You don't go show dogs on a harness. It's just not what you do, because there's no leadership in the harness, period. Harness is comfort. And I'm not saying I don't like harnesses. Don't judge it. Just listen to the fact. You got a wild dog, the dog doesn't want you to brush or groom, don't like water, 1 hour walk on that pit bull. Remember that one? Like 10 years ago, we did that video on that dog. The pit bull didn't like water. I got the dog to let me bathe the dog that day. But that dog should have about an hour walk every day. That was a long time ago. But in my head, I'm like, just walk. Just have exercise. Why is it, even with me, why is exercise so hard to get on your schedule? You don't like exercise? Throw in something to do. Like, I'm going to walk over to the store and buy my favorite candy. Like, make it a chore. Make it something that's fun. Create fun. We got to walk all the way to that tree out there, 1 block away or whatever, because that's where I give you your treat. So in order to get your treat, we got to walk there. Create a game that makes it fun for you. I'm telling you right now, it looks like I'm already done with the groom. She's looking good, you know? Whoop, I freaking did throw that over there. Not much is coming out. Yeah, not much is shedding, like not much at all is coming out with that Zoom groom. Corgis normally shed a lot. So let me double check this Furminator. Furminator, if she's coming here weekly or whatever, just use it once a month, the Furminator. I have the new style Furminator in stock. The old style is now sold out. This is old style is my favorite. They don't make them like that no more. Pookie Puppy got the last one. And Rocco's parent, Rocco and Bear's mom, she got the second to last one. As soon as I said, I told you guys years ago, I said I bought them out. I got all the last of the last, the way they make them like this. Now there's a lip. Now there's a lip here and a lip here, which for me prevents full on getting all the hair. It like bumper there, and then it gets hair just in the middle of the brush. I feel like they should change it back. Furminator, if you're listening, please change it back. And then I'm doing big runs like this because I already brushed her. But you can come in here and do small runs, real light, because it's a 40, like it looks like a 40 blade, feels like a 40 blade. So it's sharp. So you can do like little stuff like this and just go light and fast. Real light, not heavy-handed. See, there's not much. That's kind of cool. Maybe mom is brushing, you know what I mean? Which is great. I want to say she did buy the Zoom groom and stuff when she first came, when she was a puppy. She got everything she needed. But the Furminator, it's great, but not necessary. There's a lot of tools, you know, that help that are not truly necessary. It's okay if you don't have it. It's such an expensive brush, you know. And I would not recommend it from the training I've had to use this daily. I'm not the Furminator. Okay, all right, let's take a look around here. All right, let's double check the back of the ears to make sure, like because we've had mats there, and I told mom to be working on them because I had to move her. What happened last week, because of the ice storm, I called her and said, hey girl, you don't need to drive out here, we can move you. And so we kept moving her appointment. Thank you for working with me, Mamacita. But let's check to make sure. I told her, hey, work on the mats, you know. So there's no back ear mats, Mom. Good job. Good job. Can I go up here? Up. I need you to look up, honey. She did start sitting. She stood for me, right? She stood up for me for a while. That's kind of cool. When you go and stay longer or whatnot, or go often, they will get used to it. And if you go to the same person, that same person, the way their style is, they'll get used to that too. Whether it's the sound of the voice or silence. Sometimes I groom in complete silence, but being live, I'm entertaining you as well. So that can't be silent. If you want some silent grooms, go back to some old ones I have. Because I remember people always telling me, why don't you talk to the dog? I'd be like, man, shut up. Shut up. It's like, if I don't talk to the dog in one video, I'm being told to talk to the dog. And then when I talk, it's talking too much. Be quiet, man. Just watch. Just push mute. Isn't that what mute's for? All right, now we're taking our 40 blade. Now listen here. I did put on the notes that she doesn't need a comb head, but don't think for a minute I don't have my guard up, okay? I'm still watching everything, all right? Watching everything in case something goes down, because it's been a minute. And when it's been a minute, you never know. They might come in and just have changed. 1 year is 7 years. In the dog's life, 7 years is 1 year. So what's 3 months? Okay. Come here, Lucy. You don't want to give it to me? So when a dog doesn't want to give it to you, their full weight is on that foot. Okay, watch this. Okay, did you just change weights for me? Let me see. Let me see. Can I have this one? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah? Yeah? Oh, thank you. Thank you. There we go. I love it when I let them give it to me. And you might find I don't always talk about everything, but when I do talk about it, what I do is I'll talk about something I never talked about before. So every video is really important to see some different things that maybe you've never seen before and someone never said it. But yeah, I always loved the dog giving me their paw. And so you might see me even transition to a whole nother paw if they're not giving it to me, but I might not have said something. But you're thinking now, it's like, yeah, she skips around a lot. Well, I'll skip around with what the dog's doing to me, right? Because I like to not have arguments. Arguments is like, I don't like to tell the dog too much, jerking, all that. I don't like to do that. I really want them to cooperate, and that really is happening when they're not jerking their paw from you. You want them to eventually give you the paw. Like, can I see this? Like, real lightly give me the paw. Not like I have to jerk it because I'm in a hurry. We got dogs coming. We got this and that. Like, you want them to give it to you. Ideally, that's what you should plan for. All right, now we're going to get our... Are you guys writing down all the tools? Those you guys are newbies, up and coming groomers, write down all these tools I'm using. You'll see I use a lot of the same tools over and over and over for efficiency. Once you start doing that, you're going to be like, oh, if I just use the same tools the same way and do the same setup, keep it the same, it's efficient. So before I do the trimming of the hair on top of the paws, I'm going to do toenail trim. There's not much here, which means she runs or sprints a lot. There's not much nail to take off, but there's mud around them. So if there's mud, you can sometimes say, do the nails after if they're completely caked in mud so you don't hit the vein. Her demeanor is she's never had the vein hit, so this is what it would probably look like if all those dogs had no veins hit. No cone head, no muzzle. Mama, if you're on your YouTube and you can type in, am I her first and only groomer so far? Or just, you know what I'm saying? And even a veterinarian or veterinarian staff may hit the vein. So you can see right here, this is what a dog acts like when their vein has not been hit. Right? sometimes as the dog gets older, like Saki, she's surgeries, sedation, panic have all created this thing that happens when storms come through as she's getting older, and now she doesn't love her nails being done. Her veins have never been hit. I've owned her since she was a tiny puppy, but old age does cause pain, arthritis, problems that you can't understand, but things like that we get old, our body hurts, we get achy, you know, when a storm comes through, our knee hurts more, stuff like that. So Saki, for example, she's like, does not like her nails done anymore, but that's just because she's getting extremely old. All right, we're gonna get our slicker brush. The one I sell now is white. I'm gonna use a short scissor, which I have curved short scissors, and I'm gonna come in and maybe need the mini as well if I need to spread her paws. That way I have a little bit of extra space down here. See how the scissor can fit here? Watch. When you come through, the scissor can come here. There's room for the scissor here on the mini. When you're doing the table, there's no room there. It's just straight table and paw. So if you lift the paw up, you have a lot of room to scissor. I know it's silly, but it does make it faster. So you can put the paw here, and now I have this much space to have a room for my scissor to have room down here, right? Instead of like down here, look, it's just hitting the table. So brush that up. If there's a lot of rocks, don't try to trim too much because that'll ruin your scissors, but it's just a little dirt, so I'm just going trim that down. And see now, boom, see how that space is nice? Boom, boom. That, or if you don't have the mini, that's the dog up mini, you can come here on the edge of the table. The problem with the edge of the table, because look at all the space you have for your scissor, the edge of the table, you can't do that with your back feet, right? Because where are you going to put it? The front of the body on the back feet. So boom. That's why I started using that mini on the feet. I love it. You can use it all over the place. I have a client who ordered it out of California. She has a disabled dog. She uses it under her Yorkie, like this. And the Yorkie's chest is here so the dog can eat because the dog is disabled and cannot stand up on its own. So the head down to eat, or the tray is a little bit above. This is under the support of the Yorkie so the dog can eat. Like, this is super cool. Super cool, made in the USA. Made in the USA, baby. You can get those at dogupstand.com. Okay. We're almost done, y'all. Come down this way. Okay, you're okay. You're okay. When you're trimming this, if you don't know the dog and you don't know the body, that knuckle right there, you can cut the whole knuckle off. So just because I'm going fast doesn't mean I don't know because I've already groomed her, but especially schnauzers. Schnauzers, that whole knuckle, you need to be careful. Just food for thought, okay? So schnauzers and maybe some miniature poodles, they got that bony structure on their feet. Make sure you feel where the knuckle is before you trim. Brush that coat up, feel the knuckle, then trim, okay? Check your ears while we're here, because we got way good lighting in here. I could leave you on and come back and do a cleanup afterwards. You want to do that? Let me leave you guys live and I'll do the bath real quick. I don't really know. I can do the blow dry in here, but I'll blow dry her and I'll come back. It'll be about 10 minutes. And seriously, my blow dryer is that fast, so make sure if you want that blow dryer, you call me. Get on myfavoritegroomer.com. We have that slower blow dryer, but we have the one I love, which is fast. So about 10, 11 minutes, I'll be done. Go get something to drink, come back, okay? My finger hardly fits there. There's stuff I need to get. I'm going to get a cotton swab. And I'm going to grab two, and we're going to go back and around that lip because I feel like there's that stuff coming where I can't get my finger. Okay, so go back and around that back lip inside the ear. You're not sure what I'm doing? I'm going to scoop forward and under all these little bumps and crevices. You're not sure? I have a bunch of videos on ear cleaning. Gross, fun to watch, but educational. So My Favorite Groomer on YouTube, just type in My Favorite Groomer ear and you'll see. So my finger would not have gotten all that. But at least it's not nasty, because they were before, they were getting bad, right? They were getting bad, Mamacita. Oh, I hope she's watching. Mom, are you watching out there? I hope she's watching. I don't think I went out there and turned the TV on for her. It was on, but like to get to the actual video. Is she writing on there? Is she writing, you guys out there? Still got some color in there. Good girl. You're doing so good, Oreo. You're doing so good. When she came in with her timidness, you know, and her anxieties, she's been this way since I ever met her, like 1 year, okay? I thought she was going to be like a snapper or something like that. No, she's not that at all. Here, let me see. I got 2 together here. We'll go in and back, like back. There's a, yep, little pocket back there. Under all those crevices. 2 means I can do more at one time. So not 1 and then 1, you know. 1 cotton swab and then another. Just do 2 and grab as much as you can out of there so you don't have to keep coming back. I'm going to flush her ears in the tub with the malicetic otic. I sell it at myfavoritegroomer.com. I just want her to get this kicked. It should not keep staying there. That color shouldn't stay in there. Not for her life, that kind of thing. But they looking good. Back up in all that. A little tiny color there. All right. In case I don't get to blow dry her head 100% dry, let me see here. Can you look up? Look up, look up. Good. What's this ear doing, you silly? She's got a little, like, look at this line of hair that's different color there. That's so pretty. So cute. Oh, right there too, you got that one too, huh? Let me see your ear. Can you look up? She don't want to look up. Let me see, look up, let me see your ears. Shoot. No, she don't want to look up. Okay. If she doesn't look up, I can't get an even cut, but I am going to trim just some of these wispies. Cutting like this is really hard, isn't it? Don't cut the ear. Hold the ear back. Don't cut too much too, because then it's not going to be even for sure. You can't get a good look. Just cut some of those wispies so they're not getting way out of hand. Point tip cut there, so it just kind of looks messy in general. Looks like I didn't do nothing, okay? Okay, all right, you ready to go? Ready to do this? Oh, you looked at me there. You looked at me there, girl. Yeah. That's my thing, that's my thing. Okay, let me go get her in the tub and then kind of make sure Mom's set up, and I'll be right back. Okay, up. Oh, no, I got you. I got you. All right, come back in 10 minutes, okay? 10 minutes. Okay, one of the coolest things that you do is when the dog is in the tub, you clean their ears. And why? Because when they're in the tub, they'll actually likely shake their ears. And actually when they shake their ears, they shake a lot of water off. That helps you dry them with one towel. So you're not having to go do laundry so fast, like use 2 or 3 towels in one dog, you're doing laundry a lot faster. And I am going to blow dry her in here with you guys. So it's going to get a little loud, but this is not my most powerful blow dryer, but it's okay, it'll work. She's really good for the blow dry. At least the last time we did her blow dry, she was really good, so this will be all right. And when she shakes, right, when she's in there shaking, then you have less to dry, so that's kind of cool to do that. Keep that in mind. It saves time. And then also, when your dog's in the tub, you can sweep your table and come back to a clean table like that, you know what I mean? So if you're ready for a dryer, please check with me first. I will send you the right direction or the right links to get a dryer that's perfect for your application. The amount of dogs that you're drying, how often you're using the dryer, all these play a role on which dryer was probably best suited for you and your application. Okay, let me go get her and we're going to blow dry together. Make sure you put on, you can do ear equipment if you want. I blow dry very less these days because of the type of dogs I groom, senior, disabled, aggressive. So you can do earplugs, I sell those, and you can do eye goggles, I sell those. Here we go get her. Let's also cover our cotton balls and stuff. And cover any equipment you don't want to get extremely hairy. And push mute if you don't want to hear it, okay? Let's do it. Bring it back. You're spooking yourself. You're spooking yourself. Let's try to capture most of this water with the towel first. She got real excited, didn't she? In the beginning of our grooming, she would go home a little damp, so she probably used to kind of saying, oh, are we kind of done right now? Are we done? Yeah, whenever, like, I was watching during the tornado, like a couple years ago, I watched a Weather Channel, and they were so awesome to watch. I sent lots of stars. When you send stars on Facebook, I think that's their way of like you saying, basically tipping your content creator of like, thank you for having the content that you're having. Thanks for doing that. Thanks for being out there. Thanks for recording. Thanks for filming. Thanks for buying me equipment to film. Thanks for being, you know what I'm saying? And that guy has a salary job, so he's just doing that on the side. And he is a really cool weatherman. But I don't watch him every time for weather. I just watch him during those crazy, he's pulling up with all these huge trucks at the tornado and recording it live. And I gotta say, one time he was just let us sit in the truck and look at the window. I mean, it's not like he was jumping out and do all that. And then you send stars because you're happy with the content. That's an entertainment, right? Because when you have a content creator, just so you know, we're not signed up with ABC. Everyone on ABC is getting paid through your cable bill, you know what I mean? Or ads run in between. All those ads that you watch in between, like watching Hulu and all that, when you have ads, that's why you do advertisements. Your content creators don't make money on their content unless you donate or subscribe or become a member. I mean, think about that for a minute. So all your celebrities that get paid, they get paid by the movies that you go watch and buy and sign for and pay for on Amazon Prime and stuff like that. None of the content creators make money without you watching ads or without you donating. It's just two ways to have that kind of income, you know what I'm saying? Okay, let me see here. Will this be strong enough? I didn't go grab that the other tool. Let's see if this will be good, okay? Hold on. Let's see how you do. Let's see how you do. Hold on. Oh, heck no. We'll be here all day with that fluffing. We'll be here all day fluffing drying. Let me make sure where my tool's at. I might have to take you with me and go get it. I don't normally blow dry in here, so let me go get this other tool. I'll be right back. Come here, I gotta take you down. I gotta take you down. Down, up. Okay, hold on. Bear with me. Oh, no, no. No, no. She does look a little worried. If she's too worried, I ain't gonna push it. Yeah, she's too, you know what? She got really little something. She got a little this and that. So she's too worried, we're not gonna push it. We'll just try. blow it back. Not that back, but blow it back. Cover the ears down. All right, now let's go ahead and take this off and do fluff only. Just around the face, and we're good here. You can even stop at this point, but just saying. For me, the coat is a tiny bit damp, just a tiny, tiny bit. There was a groomer that I learned from that said never ever blow dry the coat bone dry. So if you were to use a cage dryer and just walk away for an hour, she would be bone dry and her skin will probably be very dry. And so I learned that too. Sometimes you need it really dry and sometimes it's just a light damp, and by the time you get done brushing again, you're brushing, combing, all that, and then it just catches up. It's just dry. So use that moisture in the coat. If you have a little, just tiny bit of wetness, leave it and then use it if you're gonna brush again. So we're gonna come back now with, we want it silky smooth, so pet parents like, ooh, what's that? And it really is silky smooth. So we're gonna back to our leave-in conditioner with my favorite spray bottle and back to your brush and your comb. So like I said earlier, these three things are super important, right? These just three things are really important. So we're going to do, even though there's moisture there, I want the silky smooth of this leave-in conditioner, so I'm going to come lightly put it on. Now this squirt will go light or it'll go really hard. It'll go one pump and keep spraying. It's a really cool sprayer. So now we're going to come brush all this down. It's not necessary, you don't have to spend a lot of time here. We already did it. But when you're blow drying, with that directional nozzle, you're going to see the skin and you're going to go, ooh, that's kind of clumpy still. Guess where I saw some clumpiness? Did you burp? There we go. We got comfort level. Comfort level when they burp. It's like, okay, I'm at peace. I'm at home. That's what I think anyway. We started monitoring the burping like a year ago, right? A couple years ago. I was like, man, they be burping. I was like, we're getting real personal now. You want to burp. Not too hard, okay? It's just lightly, we're telling the hair where to go. So that's all you want to do here. It's not like you have to brush knots out. There should be not many knots, especially the way you blow dry. Don't do a bunch of fast movements. That tangles it all up, especially if you have long hair. You want to stay steady and let it just do, it does its thing like a fan. It's a big circle. Just let it do its thing. Pull back, forward, swirl, little tiny circles. Little tiny ones, and then that way you won't tangle the hair, because it's like, look, there's not a bunch of tangles here. You don't want a bunch of tangles. If you got a bunch of tangles while you're drying, you're doing it wrong. Study yourself. Like, why am I getting all these tangles? This whole, all that, you're gonna have a lot to brush, a lot of tangles to brush. I did see some tightness on the tail, so let's go brush that individually. You don't like it? She's done. Like, she's ready to be done. She's young, 1 year old, you know, like right before 1, so they have a time limit and they have to go potty too. Just because she's her size doesn't mean she's mentally young and has the stamina of a dog that can do 2 or 3 hours. That's why I hate grooming that long. One at a time, get them done, this and that, get them home. Get them in the car. Puppies too. I have a client right now. You know, Millie Ann, the Maltese, Maltipoo, the mean one. They got a new dog. And he said he wanted to come in for grooming, and I said, we need to do it like 15 minutes. Give me 15 minutes every 2 weeks. Let me get used to him having the brush and the clipper sounds, not even using the clipper, just getting it turned on. If you are going to push everything on a puppy, I said, he's not going to hold his bladder for an hour. Usually that's not the case, okay? And I learned that every which way you can imagine. Bathing my doodle. I was like, wow, he's like 1 year old and he still couldn't. I bathed him for a good, like we did a really deep bathing, and he had to pee. He peed right there. I had to put a bucket under him. So puppies, young dogs are not going to hold like you think they should. Okay, 3 hours, that's no, not on a 1 year old. And imagine places that they'll, are you kissing me? Oh, I see you kissing me. I see you kissing me. Hi. Let's see if I see her every month. We are going to be family. But if you wait too long, Mama, it's gonna be. It took a whole hour. You give me kiss. You give kisses at home too. You give kisses at home too? Yeah. You're looking down? Look up. Oh, watch it. You don't like to look up. That's fine. I'll let you look down. Just like a relationship, confidence is built with trust and time. So if you don't have the time, you will not build trust fast. If you're a pet owner, know that. If you have people coming in and you're in and out of your dog's life, and they're all different people, how is that dog ever going to trust that one person? They're not. It's new every time, new environment, different groomer, different veterinarian, different vet tech. I mean, food for thought. Tidy up tiny stuff, not a big deal. Like I said, she already showed me, she let me know I'm kind of done here. I'm not trying to be all perfect. She did so good, didn't she, though? For a 1 year old? Like, I keep saying 1, she's under 1. She may have a little worried, but that would just change in time, hopefully. Maybe never. Charlie, he would never even bite me or try to bite me, but he would never want to stand up his whole life, you know? Charlie, the Shih Tzu, he wouldn't stand up. Ever. Some people are like, they'll grow out. No, not necessarily. You have to wait it out and see will they really grow out or not. Once the hair is clean, things pop up. And you can come back through and just check, trim it. But way less work after if you do all the work first, you know? Way less work. I think I save a lot of time doing a lot of work pre-bath. Not sure? Time yourself. Time yourself and try it. Do I have to come down here to get to look at your face. Come here. Hi. Hi, hold on. What's this hair doing right there? Yeah. Hi. Hi, baby girl. Hi, baby girl. Wrong side. Hi, baby. Let me see. Hi, baby girl. Sounds like plaque. That's what that sounds like. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, let me see if I can get it out. If I can't, I'll come back with the brush. Okay, we'll come back with a brush on that one. Blow drying, it doesn't matter if I use the cool or not. Like I said, it's hot. Blow drying is hot. Why? Because there's an engine inside the blow dryer running and powering it. The engine's heat will start to go towards the air and be a part of it, and there's no way that a dryer stays cool. It has a cool button on it. No. It's common sense. But you won't know unless you do it, and then you'll be like, you know what? I should have just believed you. I didn't want to buy the dryer you sold because it didn't have a temperature that had a cool on it. Nothing that's running your engine in your car is not going to stay cool. It can pump out air conditioning inside, but if you go touch that engine, it's running to do so, and it is hot. That engine is running hot. Anything with a motor is going to run hot. Your drill, your clipper, your Dremel. If it has a motor and it's running nonstop, it's going to run and get hot. Yet another kiss. Oh, thank you. Thank you, girl. Okay, Mamacita, we're about to be done. Folks, I'm going to go check out Mom and come chit-chat just a few minutes. Let's get some liquid silk up in here, this coat, to make it super smelly good and soft. And we're going to use just a little over a dime. And we're going to rub it around. You could get this at myfavoritegroomer.com. Just type in silk or liquid at the search engine on top. Come down. It's like oil, so you want to get it all in there, move it around. Down where all that hair is. Woo, you smell good. You smell so good. And you're so soft. You're so soft. Move that right there around. Small dog doesn't mean little work. When you call your groomer, you can't say, I got a 5-pound dog. That don't matter. I get that a lot, and I'm like, it doesn't matter. I still have to do all the work. And this hair is a lot of work. It's a lot of work to have it maintained. But it's more work because it's been a while, right? So we want to really make sure we touch all our bases, capture everything, check every tangle. And Mom has to be brushing or there would be way more tangles here. One tiny, what am I going to do? A squirt of Rainforest Cologne, just a tiny, I don't like too much smell, so just a tiny bit. It's very close to the liquid silk smell, so I'm not doubling up 2 different smells, so that's good. Oreo, you're so silly. Good gal. Go up. I like doing the pictures for Mom, the pet parents, so they can see the before and after, you know. And so that makes them happy. All right, and I want you guys to see final. So here, and then let's move you guys and make sure you guys can see the boom boom. Turn around. You want to turn around for me? Turn around this way. Turn around this way. Turn around this way. So you can kind of see, right? Trimmed up nice and tight, okay? All right, come up here, and then let's get your leash on. Here we go. Put that on. All right, we'll be right back. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and share, and we'll be right back. So silly. She's so silly. It's not open? You can go around this way. Look, right here. This way. She's so silly. Yeah. Hope you had super fun today watching this. It was a pretty good amount of work, you being a small dog, don't you think? Yeah, she did so good. I'm so impressed with her demeanor. The way she acts, and when she comes in, she's nervous, skittish, hides under the feet and sitting there, just kind of nervous. It just, wow. On the table, yeah, she leans down, yeah, she looks down, but she really does a good job, I think, for a very young dog. So if you agree, hit that like button and comment below, comment in the live chat now, and let me know if you agree. I'm going to go back. I said hi to some of y'all out there, up to Gris earlier. Casey, hey, what's up? Thanks for joining us. Casey says, my groomer shaved my golden doodle way too short, regardless of them agreeing that she was not matted or had knots. What would you do? I'm not sure what the question is. Let the hair grow out. Don't go back. Try it one more time. Ask the groomer. So here's the deal. This is a long-winded answer. Forgive me, but if you don't want to hear it, you don't have to. But for Casey, is Casey even out there? Say, Casey, are you out there? So for those of you watching, maybe this is something that does happen, because I hear it happening. And you know how you go, so I'm kind of okay people telling me what to do. I may have some thoughts in my head, but at the end of the day, I stop and check myself and constantly remind myself that this is my client, and I would not be in business if I was throw an attitude about what, don't get me wrong. If it's matted, I'm going to call it, and I'm going to repeat it over and over. It's what I do. If it's poop, I'm going to let you know there's poop here. It's not like there's poop here, you did a bad job, I hate you, you're ugly. No. What? You did that all by yourself. Don't put all that other words in there just because I said there's poop. We need to be watching this. That's truth. There's poop. Poop has acid in it. Acid burns the skin. Burning skin causes a hot spot. Poop stuck to the hair, stuck to the skin, causes scabbing, causes bleeding. There is poop. That's what I'm saying. So what I mean is, when you come into my Favorite Groomer LLC in Texas, and I travel the nation for grooming, when you use my services and you want something, a guy stopped me the other day where he ran out at the post office. And I told him, I said, look, I'm going to listen to you, but my rate is going to be a little higher because my time is just for you. And I'm going to record it. And you're going to sit, wait, and watch if you want to. Why? Because I'm going to listen to you. He's like, I went here, I went there, they're not listening to me, they do what they want with my dog, blah, 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 blah. And then he started getting irritated by hearing my answer, and I was like, if you don't have the patience to hear me, then I don't have the patience to hear you either. You want something, but you also need to learn to listen. So I'm going to listen to you, and then I want you, okay, are you ready? I'm going to please listen to me. So I'm paying you to groom my dog. It might be $200 to $300. It's expensive for me. Throw out your family problems if you want to. But if you come into my salon, I'm going to listen to you. And the reason why you know that is when I read out my cards, I write down what they want. Mary with the Catan. I wrote down, you didn't see this part because I did the groom, I recorded it, it'll air later. But I listened and I checked her because I said, you showed me a picture. And now I'm coming at you to make sure, because we're about to take this down. I'm about to take over 4 inches of hair off, and I want you to know this is how much hair is 1 inch. This is what you're showing me. This picture you showed me. The picture you showed me is what I'm going to do, and this is what it's going to be. Oh, no, that's not what I want. I'm like, look, I'm going by your picture. So you must listen to me, and I'm going to listen to you. So if you can't find someone in life, your husband, your wife, your best friend, your spouse, that gets you, your best friend, your female best friend, your guy best friend, your hairstylist, your groomer. I'm not just clowning on a groomer. I'm saying across the board. I'm going to give you $200 to $300 to groom my doodle, and you don't want to listen. Now, if you came here, I'm going to say, okay, look, let's just say you left. I would say, I've got your dog on the table, FaceTime too, like fucking FaceTime you. I've got your dog on the table right here, and what you wanted, I can't do. I'm gonna start rapping. And what you wanted, I can't do, This is what I can do, or I cannot do anything, and you can come back and pick up your pet, because I'm, for instance, not willing to demat this. I'm not willing to not shave it unless, I have said that. If you want a really long coat, you're gonna have to go somewhere else. I can't do it on this matted dog. But I'm giving you examples of what that conversation might look like. You need to be able to talk to your lover, your best friend, your husband, your wife. And if you can't are you in the right place? And that goes for where you shop, where you spend your money, where you get your haircut, where you get your dog's haircut, where you go to the doctor, where you go to the dentist. If you cannot talk about the money you're about to drop for that business to be successful and stay in business, and they can't respect you enough to have a conversation, whatever that business is, you might not go back. And I hate fake reviews. So I want you to leave a review that states facts. I went there, I didn't like the haircut. That's a fact. That's it. I went there, I didn't like the haircut, they didn't listen to me, and I guess maybe I didn't listen to them, or I was very clear, they just didn't listen to me. I don't know why, they did not tell me why. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So Casey, I'm not sure where that question went, but I answered it as if hopefully it could answer a lot of people's thoughts. Have the conversation. If I'm on the phone with you to book you here, we talk a lot, and some people can't handle it, they'll hang up on me. That's not my client. That's not the type of conversation I want to have, is that you can't hear me and hang up on me. Because I'm about to put myself in a position to groom your dog, which could put me in harm, and I could harm your dog too. I could cut your dog's ear off. Anyone can. Anyone with a pair of scissors can cut anything off of anything by making a mistake. So why can't we talk about this? I don't want a one-time groom. I want a lifetime groom with you. I want to groom your dog until your dog passes away, and I want to be there when he does. So if we can't have that talk now, then we're not on the same page. And there is a type of person for you. The world is huge. You might have to drive far. I drive an hour for my favorite veterinarian. You might have to drive. I would rather drive than chance it. Okay, I'm going to move on. Jayla, thank you for being here. Hi. Maurice, Blvd, Jacou, Vecou, Maïse, Ne, C'est pas, Dredas, and France, Dommage. Thank you so much from France for writing. Merci, I appreciate you. Au revoir. Denise, what's up? Nice to see you. Llamas, Pookie Puppy, aloha. MP, again, thank you for your donation. Woo woo. Thank you so much. Denise, we love you too. I love you. I'm making a chart of my favorite fans, and it's going to be in this room. And if I don't have your phone number, I'm going to ask you to send it to me. All right. I need to be able to call you, and we need to be able to go on a trip together. Like, no joke. Everybody that was at delivery that night on the live chat, I'm calling you. 2 dogs in a van adventure, hopefully earlier, will grow out of that. I don't know. Like I said, we'll see. Charlie, the Shih Tzu, he didn't, I talked to Cynthia today. Charlie, he didn't grow out of it, but he was just pancake. He never tried to bite. He was good, and boom, groomed, and he was still as a statue. So we'll see if she grows out of it. And y'all talking, I see that. 2 Dogs says I would find a new groomer. Okay. Hi, how are you today? Good morning, Daniel. Good to see you. New Zealand, love your show. I love how you come in saying, even though I should know, you still remind me. I love you. I love that. Thank you for knowing I'm going a mile a minute, talking to so many people and seeing so many names coming in and out. I wipe their behinds after they poop. Me too. Boy Doodle has this like, why does Juice stick around? Juice, get out of there. You know, I got a bum towel. Y'all saw that funny, didn't ya? I got the bum towel, the face towel, the feet towel, all for Boy Doodle. And then female has a face towel. And then I realized, you know what, I'm going to wash these real regularly. So now I have it's too much. Most people can't handle it. I get it. Judy, you can't mix private parts with feet. You just can't, because then you give this to that and it's a bad day. So what do? Use paper towels. You're going to go through a lot of paper towels. Judy, Flannery, I always wipe mine after peeing and pooping. They don't mind. Me too. Oh my gosh, I'm not the only one. When I ask these friends and family and pet sitters and volunteers, I feel like I'm asking too much, but it's like there's a purpose, you know? Daniel, I'm good, thanks you today. Okay, it makes it look like Oreo has a longer tail. Her tail is literally, the meat of the tail is like this. It's like the size of half of a Vienna sausage. Okay, so that means her tail was docked. Can I just say, did they dock it too short? It's like one bone. That's it. I bought one a year ago, 2 Dogs said. But 2 Dogs has bought quite a bit of stuff from me. Thank you, 2 Dogs. I appreciate you. Pookie bought the Furminator. I needed it for my Chihuahua. She bought the last one, the last time I talked about it. There's the owner. She started out being groomed at PetSmart. When I would drop her off and pick her up, she was always scared and would pee all over me because she was so scared. So now, she didn't pee today. Daniel says, how often are you grooming your dog? Okay, this time it was 3 months, but she was on a monthly regimen. I think they moved. She's far, and she just said she's moving back to Fort Worth now, so we'll see if she, in 3 weeks, she's moving back to the area. I'm going to just say this. You don't know what people are going through. Just know everyone's going through something right now. It truly is true. Somebody is going through something, and it might be the person right in front of you. Nikki says, what type of dog is Oreo? So Nikki, if you're still out there, we had talked about her breed earlier. She is a Corgi Aussie mix. Pookie puppy. Oh, we're all done with the conversation. It's sun, hot, windy. It is wind arrived today. Windy, warm, cloudy here. What kind of dog brush today? Dog, I don't know, but what type of dog are we brushing? Or what kind of dog brush do you need? I have large bristle brushes on myfavoritegroomer.com. 2 dogs. Okay, I liked the like button. Did you? Oh my gosh, 2 dogs, you're so cute. Lee says, hey Lee. Dee Dee is like a sculptor with those clippers. Thank you very much. Pookie says, Oreo turned out beautiful. Good job. Thank you. I know it was a good job. Oreo was good. Love, show you dogs. Okay. Oh yeah, New Zealand. Okay. Daniel, what kind of dogs? What kind of dogs? Okay, so today we're done now. I'm going home. I got to deal with my doggies, my puppies. So, and then I'm back tonight for an at-home groom with, I think in the parent's name, with Millie Ann's brother, new puppy, to Millie Ann, Millie, the Maltipoo. I'm going to their house this evening, and I'll be doing an at-home cut because he is super young. It's super convenient for them. It's on my way to a store I need to go to anyway, and it gives me the time to go back and forth for the puppies. So right now, that's my plan. I won't be live tonight because it's at their house and it's going to be late and maybe bad lighting, but I probably will be recording it so you get to see his new puppy and put that out there pretty soon, maybe on a short. But thanks a lot for being here. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Check out our other social media platforms and come over to myfavoritegroomer.com and let me know you're watching. Sign up with our newsletters. We'll see you on the next live, which will probably be tomorrow. And thank you so much. Love you guys. Bye. See you later. Oh, I'm so sorry, Facebook. I'm so sorry. Let me, I always forget Facebook. I need to get a whole nother device for Facebook. So Facebook, Christiane Blackwood, hey, what's up? Lauren Morley, love Border Collie, but she's actually Australian Shepherd, Aussie mixed Corgi, okay? Well, seriously, that may have been my boy that just died. Well, is breed mixed, but I do DNA. I just called him a low rider. As for shaving the stomach, I had him on his back, and since he was a low energy guy, because of cancer, it was fine with him. See, at home grooming, you can do the whole lay on your back thing. Here at the groom shop, we don't do that. At home, when they lay on their back, it's super comfortable. They're on the ground. With groomers, we're doing it every day, all day kind of thing. We don't want to hurt ourselves by grooming all dogs on the ground. And so it just looks different than what you can do at home. So if you can do the rollover at home and shave the tummy on a Corgi, that would be the way to do it. As we come down, I'm also reading, Crystal says, nervous one. Yeah, she's super nervous. She's not overheating. She didn't need water. She was in here for about 1 hour, and water's in the lobby so she can drink water after the hair cutting, especially since she's a small young dog and likes to pee while she's being groomed. We don't want to do that on the table. Let me see. It's Crystal also says, the great thing about grooming your own, and I have 4, I can switch them out on the table. They get breaks, naps, whatever is needed. I roll with it and with them. There you go. When you are grooming, many of you have learned so much from my channel to groom your own dogs as well. If that's you, comment below. I want to see what you're doing, so put it out on a Google review, put the picture there, what you've ordered, what you are doing, how the grooms look before and afters. Keep me entertained by what you guys are doing with your dogs, learning from my videos. I love to read those things. The other thing she says is trach dogs need a harness, and a true obedience dog will train even without a lead. Conformation needs a lead for shows. Good comments there. something about games. You can set up agility course in some of your yards. Yes. Did you know you can just set up agility? Look it up on Pinterest, some agility things like tires halfway in the ground, boards that are made that are sanded down with rubber on top. You can have these equipment built or build yourselves, or just see something like on a yard sale that would be perfect. Those big tires, you know, the tractor tires, if laid properly, don't let them accumulate water and have mosquitoes, but they can be laid properly for some really good exercise. Crystal was all over Facebook. All 10 year of mines, no mats. Yeah, baby. And then I think I answered Gracie the heart question earlier. So thanks everyone again. Thanks for letting me keep talking about Facebook. Thank you, Facebook fans. All right, see you later. Bye.